land of wealth and plenty, home of the brave, bastion of developmental strides. It's been 36 years of growth, of tenacity, of hope, and a steadily unraveling promise. We have risen from the depths of uncertainty to heights previously unimagined. We honor our forebears and our leaders, those in uniform and those in mufti. We pay tribute to their efforts and the milestones they recorded. We look forward with hope to the fulfillment of the promise and the full realization of our potentials. Building with love our promised land. We rise together. We rise as one. Akwa Ibom is rising. Happy 36th anniversary, Akwa Ibom. The motherland is sung in Mananyan, forged in unity, birthed in hope, and christened in faith. Home of peace, land of beauty, land of the black gold, land of wealth and plenty, home of the brave, bastion of developmental strides. It's been 36 years of growth, of tenacity, of hope, and a steadily unraveling promise. We have risen from the depths of uncertainty to heights previously unimagined. We honor our forebears and our leaders, those in uniform and those in mufti. We pay tribute to their efforts and the milestones they recorded. We look forward with hope to the fulfillment of the promise and the full realization of our potentials. Building with love our promised land. We rise together. We rise as one. Akwa Ibom is rising. Happy 36th anniversary, Akwa Ibom.
Thank you very much. Good evening and welcome, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to this state's banquet, which is organized to mark Akwa Ibom's 36th anniversary. Please let me request as we get started that you find yourself a seat. And if you do not find a seat, please, the protocol teams will lead you to where you can stand. But to get started, may I request very respectfully that we rise. My request that we please rise as the brass band would lead all of us to take the national anthem. Please rise for the national anthem.
Shall never be in vain to serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
The Akwa Ibom State Anthem.
Ibom, let our dreams be ever rise beyond ethnicity, build with love our promised land, for whatever backward never.
Please, I request that we remain standing as I would invite Prophet Godwin Matthew to help us say the opening prayers at this event, please.
To God be the glory, great things is as Lord, so He gave us His Son. Oh, that is right and atonement for sin. I open the eyes in the Our Father, we thank you. Thank you for bringing Akwa Ibom to 36 years anniversary. Lord, we thank you for the people that we have seen. Thank you for the peace that we have experienced. Thank you for the life of our fathers, the former governors, the sitting governor, and all the brethren of Akwa Ibom State whom you have chosen to bring from far and near to celebrate this 36 years anniversary. Lord, we give you all the glory. Blessed be your holy name. In the name of Jesus, as we gather in this meeting, we ask that your presence will be available. Take charge of this meeting. At the end of it, may we see your glory. Take glory in all the things that we will be doing here. May all glory be unto you alone. In Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. Please, we can take our seats. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is with great delight that I welcome all of us to this state banquet, which is part of the activities to mark the 36th anniversary of Akwa Ibom State. For those of us who've been here long enough, you would know that it's been 36 years of very hard work, 36 years of dedication, 36 years of visionary leadership. And so we stand today with plenty of reasons to celebrate. So I welcome all of us, and I want to advise that you just get seated and be ready to have some fun here this evening. But I'd love to take some very quick introductions. It would have been my intention to list everybody here to appreciate them for coming out for this state banquet. But you know, we would not have the time to do all of that. So I would plead that you understand with me as I make these brief introductions within the limits of the time available for me. I want to first and foremost welcome and introduce our host for the night, a leader of impeccable character and distinction, a gentleman that we've come to celebrate and love in Akwa Ibom State for his approach to leadership in the few months that he has laid us. Please, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umoino. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, the Governor is being joined here by his best half, because I think she is better than better. I want to welcome, therefore, the wife of the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Her Excellency, Pastor Mrs. Patience Umoino. Please, can we put our hands together and just celebrate her? Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor, distinguished Senator Dr. Mrs. Akwa, we welcome you. Thank you very much. The Speaker of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. Please allow me to acknowledge our special guests of honor for this state banquet that were here for this evening, former governors of Akwa Ibom State. I'll begin by introducing the gentleman, our leader, our father, the one we have nicknamed the father of modern Akwa Ibom, sitting just to the right-hand side of our governor, His Excellency, Architect Obong Victor Atta. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate him? Thank you so much. Let me also acknowledge the presence of Colonel Yakubu Bako, who has also joined us. Please put your hands together and acknowledge him. And of course, we also have in our midst this evening, Group Captain John Ebie. Please, can we celebrate him? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, you allow me the permission to also introduce at that same space former deputy governors of Akwa Ibom State that have joined us at these events this evening. I acknowledge the immediate pasts. Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency Mr. Moses Ekpo, member of the Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Welcome you. Your Excellency, another former Deputy Governor. I do not know, well, I stand to be corrected. I think that this is, for me, the first public appearance I have seen this man I'm about to introduce in this state for a very long time, Former Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Obong Nsima Ekere, is in the house. Please, can we celebrate him? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I acknowledge, please, the presence of members of the National Assembly that have joined us for these events this evening. Distinguished Senator Chibong. Please, can we put our hands together and welcome him? Thank you so much. Your Excellency, I welcome the Deputy Speaker and other members of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly that have joined us here this evening. Thank you so much for being a part of this event. We welcome you. We appreciate you. The Secretary to the Government of Akwa Ibom State is also a part of these events this evening. We welcome you, Prince Enobongwa and wife. Thank you so much. I welcome the head of the Civil Service and wife. Thank you for being a part of this event. Before I come to acknowledge the honorable commissioners that are here, Your Excellency, please let me welcome the Chairman of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission that has joined us in this state banquet this evening. Welcome you, Alhaji Mohammed Bello Shehu. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. All the way, we appreciate you. I acknowledge members of the State Executive Council. I acknowledge permanent secretaries. I acknowledge heads of extra ministerial departments. I thank all of you that have joined us here. Chairmen of boards and their members, please, you are duly recognized and appreciated. Time would fail me to attempt to list all of you. I trust that you understand that too. We welcome all of us who are here. Chairmen of local government areas and their vice that are here, we welcome you. Let me acknowledge our leaders, our elders. I can't take a lot of them, but I'll just take a few as I can. Let me begin by acknowledging the one we refer to as the Iroko of Africa. Please, can we celebrate Obong Michael Afangide? He's here seated. Put your hands together and celebrate him. We acknowledge you. Let me acknowledge, please, it has just been brought to my attention that we have in our midst Her Excellency Mrs. Atom Okboyo. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate her? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wife of the former Governor of Akwa Ibom said, Mrs. Fumi Nkanga, we acknowledge your presence. Thank you to Obong Rita Akpan, please. We also acknowledge your presence. Can we put our hands together and celebrate all these ones that I've just introduced? Thank you so much. Let me acknowledge the service commanders that are here in our midst. We can't list all of you, but we see Commander 2 Brigade, we see the State Director of Securities, we see the Commissioner of Police, and all the others, please. We acknowledge your presence and we appreciate you. Captains of industries that are here, Amitech, Hensec, and our darling Ibom A. Please, we celebrate all of you. Thank you so much. The Executive Director of Fidelity Bank, she's here in our midst. Mrs. Pamela Shodipo, we acknowledge your presence. The Regional Manager of Zenith Bank, Asukwoita, we acknowledge your presence. And all the others that are in the house, please. Thank you so much for finding our time to be part of this state banquet. As I had mentioned, my intention would have been to just keep on calling names and keep on acknowledging those who have come out here. But if I do just that, even the food that will be served here would have become cold and maybe dinner wouldn't be pleasurable again. So permit me to begin to punctuate or end on the introductions as I acknowledge some of our retired generals that have joined us here for this banquet. General Paul Isang retired. We acknowledge your presence. General Enobong Udo retired. Please, we also acknowledge your presence. Thank you so much for being a part of these events. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all the men that are here. I welcome all the women that are here. I welcome all our leaders, different categories. Please, just trust that I honor you and I respect you. Time would fail me to list all of you by name. Thank you so much for coming out to be a part of this state banquet. You know that Akwa Ibom loves you, and I trust that you're here because you also love Akwa Ibom State. Please, can I ask everybody here that we put our hands together one last very loud time for ourselves? Can we do that? Can we do that? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, we're going to have the welcome song presented here by the Promised Land Chorale. This choir has become synonymous with everything beautiful because they have become a recurring decimal in celebrations in Akwa Ibom State. Today they do for us a welcome song, and I trust that as we listen to them, we would properly adjust ourselves and get prepared to enjoy the sights, the sounds, and the very plenty cuisines that Akwa Ibom State has to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask that we put our hands together for the Promised Land Chorale? Thank you very much. Thank you, please. Let's put our hands together and celebrate them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful rendition, beautiful progression, but I'm trusting that that will be the longest item that I would ever have tonight, because beauty must be balanced. Please, can we put our hands together for them one more time? Really amazing, amazing performance there. Thank you so much for setting the tone for us, and that on that very, very high note. Your Excellency, our leader and host for tonight, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I love to very respectfully invite now to set the tone for this night's banquet, the Secretary to the Government of Akwa Ibom State, Prince Enobongwa. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate him as he comes for that very unique item. Thank you so much.
Your Excellency, our leader, Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Your Excellency, the First Lady, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, the former governors, especially our leader, father of modern Akwa Ibom, architect Obom Victor Atta. I'd like to rest on all the established protocol, except that I also wish to recognize my wife, Dr. Mrs. Enobong Uwa. Your Excellency, normally secretaries to state government do this ex tempo, but I have not been secretary to state government before. This is my first time. So it has been a long week for all of us, and an exceptionally long day, and all of us truly deserve a moment of happiness.
Today we celebrate the 36th anniversary of the creation of our state. It has been 36 years of hard work, 36 years of constant drive towards excellence, and 36 years of undeniable growth. We have had our struggles as a state and as a people, but by the grace of God, we have always emerged victorious, hence the need for this celebration. As we reflect on the journey that has brought us here, it is essential that we acknowledge the vision and perseverance of our founding fathers and past leaders who laid the foundation, the development and growth of our state. We should also gleefully consider the tremendous strides we have made in various aspects of our social, economic, and political sphere. Let me emphasize, however, that tonight is not just for us to consider the past. We must also embrace the future with open arms. Let us together envision an Akwa Ibom state that will continue to prosper, leading the way in innovation, agriculture, sustainable development, and good governance. We know that these and more are within very strong possibility frontiers under the impeccable leadership of His Excellency, Pastor Umoino. This is one of the reasons we must celebrate tonight. My dear leaders, the governor, our special guest, very distinguished guest. Tonight is not for speeches, but we are here to be entertained by our unique cultural sounds and sights and to savor our very rich cuisine. As we get started, therefore, I say happy anniversary to Akwa Ibom State, and indeed all of us, great sons and daughters of Akwa Ibom State. I welcome all of you, especially to this state banquet, particularly our visitors from other states of the Federation, from the National Assembly, who will surely have an experience of a lifetime tonight in Akwa Ibom State. Ladies and gentlemen, let the happy hour begin. You're welcome to this banquet. God bless all of you.
Thank you very much, the Secretary to the State Government. Every time I hear, let the happy hour begin, I thank God for the coming of His Excellency, Pastor Umoino. Truly, there is happy hour every other day in Akwa Ibom State. Thank you so much, the Secretary. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to take us further into this night of bliss, night of glamour, night of beautiful sounds and sight, I love to invite for a 5-minute performance. Please, 5-minute performance, the Akwa Ibom Young Professionals. Your Excellency, this is a collection of young talent in Akwa Ibom State, and I'm sure we will be thrilled by their performance. Please, this is your moment.
For a distinct political entity, this came after decades of struggle. The creation of the state by the then military head of state, Federal Republic of Nigeria, General Ibrahim Babangida, in a nationwide broadcast, brought about the establishment of governance and administrative structures. Yes, it is true that from inception, Akwa Ibom State is blessed with good quality leaders, from the pioneer administration of Colonel Jonathan Tunde Ogbeha, followed by other patriotic military officers like Colonel Godwin Osage Abe, late Air Commodore, then Wing Commander Idongesit Nkanga, the first indigene to administer the state, Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Bako, now a retired colonel, late Captain Joseph Adeosi of the Nigerian Navy, Group Captain Eyekbeya John Ebiye. Each of these distinguished military administrators spared no time in recording tremendous achievements for the young states during their respective tenure. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our past gallant military administrators, of note that on 2nd January 1992, the military era in the country ended at the state level, making way for a short-lived civilian administration, which marks the advent of the Third Republic. Consequently, Akpan James Isemen was sworn in as the first civilian governor of Akwa Ibom State. This Etinan-born politician will be remembered for a long time for his structural mental adjustment, Etoretok syndrome. When democracy finally returned to Nigeria on May 29, 1999, the hero of resource control struggle, His Excellency Architect Obong Victor Atta, assumed office as the second civilian governor of Akwa Ibom State. Obong Atta, with laudable vision for his people, drew the master plan for his successors to build on. On May 29, 2007, Chief Dr. Godswill Obot Akpabio, now Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, took up the mantle of leadership from Obong Atta. Within his 8 years tenure, Governor Akpabio declared total war on decayed infrastructure. Akwa Ibom witnessed infrastructural renaissance, which resulted in what the people called the uncommon transformation. On May 29, 2015, His Excellency Mr. Udom Gabriel Emmanuel assumed office as the fourth civilian governor of Akwa Ibom State. Governor Udom Emmanuel brought his can-do spirit to the state, challenging age-old norms and urged the people to dakada. The focus of his 8 years administration was to reposition Akwa Ibom State in the Nigeria's configuration as the nation's industrial hub. On May 29, 2023, His Excellency Pastor Umar Basi Eno took his oath of office as the fifth civilian governor of Akwa Ibom State. He folded his sleeves and went to work immediately. Just few months into his administration, Akwa Ibom people have witnessed a turnaround in governance with this God-ordained servant endowed with the Ministry of Reconciliation, resulting in what the people call the Golden Era. Governor Umoino is working out his Arise agenda anchored on agricultural revolution, rural development, infrastructural maintenance advancement, security management and educational management. Your Excellency, our dear Father, Akwa Ibom children will continue to pray for your success as you lead the people on this 8 years journey to the land of fulfillment, filled with prosperity and happiness. Let the happy hour begin!
Akwa Ibom is song! Yeah! Ibibia is song! Yeah! Anangma! Yeah! Ojeba Apakamoro! Uwe! Obola Itingi! Itingi! Abasilo Ulugaje! Aye! Ekiri di Odiongo! Oh!
very much. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate those very star, talented children. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do not know how many of us can dance like they did, but I do not think I can. But let me specifically appreciate their dexterity. Of course, you could see the visionary gait of His Excellency Architect Victor Atta. You could see the sagacity of His Excellency Chief Gospel Obot Akpabio. You could see the focus of His Excellency Mr. Udom Emmanuel. And of course, you have also witnessed the completeness of Pastor Umoino. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate them one more time? That was really amazing. And that's the kind of talents that we want to export in Akwa Ibom State, or from Akwa Ibom State. Let me mention, Your Excellency, that the Speaker of the 7th National Children's Parliament, Progress Umor, was a member of these young professionals. He was trained here, and of course is presently representing us as the Speaker of the 7th National Children's Parliament. Please, can we put your hands together one more time for them? Celebrate them. Celebrate them if you trust and believe in the fact that these ones will become the leaders that they model presently. Thank you so much, His Excellency the Governor, for always giving these young ones the opportunity to stand, to be around you. You are a huge inspiration and motivation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Please, while His Excellency returns to his seat, we're going to take one comedy performance from MC Judge. Well, let me request that while that performance is ongoing, a community cultural troupe, please begin to set the stage for your performance. Let me ask right now that we put our hands together and receive this one who will come to make us forget our sorrows and embrace our joy. MC Judge, for a 4-minute comedy performance, please. Can we put our hands together and welcome him on stage? Thank you.
Good evening, Your Excellencies. Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, good evening. God bless you. So I know you're meeting me for the first time. My name is MC George, the Honorable Commissioner on Short People's Affairs. So I know you're not aware of this office, but I've already announced it. Let me hold the office in case you make up your mind to give somebody that officer. You know that we are already holding down, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, I know you might be surprised when you heard MC George. It is a tall-looking guy, good-looking. Your Excellency, this is me, MC George. So I think the last time I saw you was at the airport, and there is something you did that day. You called me your friend. And as far as I'm concerned, there's this adage that they say, a friend of a governor is a governor. True or false? A friend of a commissioner is a commissioner. A friend of a pastor is a pastor. Sir, it might please all of us to know that as I stand here, since you called me your friend, I stand as a governor, sir. If you are in support of this motion, let me hear you say aye. If you are not in support of this motion, let me hear you say nay. The ayes have it. Your Excellency, since there is no time, let me quickly say that the last time I met the former governor of this state, I made a prophecy to him. I told him that by the time he finished his administration, that Nigeria will stand still for this state. Today, that prophecy has come to pass. If you look around, we have Hilda Bassi from Akwa Ibom, sir. Nigeria is standing still for Hilda Bassi. Recently, we just had this guy that finished reading, John Obot. Nigeria is standing still for John Obot. Your Excellency, in the same process of that prophecy, the number 3 man in this country is from this state. Is that not a prophecy come true? Your Excellency, if I be a man of God, which I am not, I want to prophesy to you, sir, that by the time you finish your administration, Nigeria Not just Nigeria, sir. Sir, this particular prophecy is pastor to pastor now, sir. Sir, by the time you finish your administration, the world will stand still for Akwa Ibom State. God bless Akwa Ibom. God bless you, sir. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you so much. If you believe that Nigeria will stand still for Akwa Ibom State, can you celebrate that one? That was not just comedy. That was prophetic comedy. Thank you so much, MC Judge. Your Excellency, let me please crave your indulgence to acknowledge the presence of the National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party who has just joined us. I know I'd completed introductions, but I think that you'd permit that I just acknowledge him and the Deputy National Publicity Secretary who have just joined us. Please, can they both rise as we put our hands together and celebrate them? Thank you. Welcome, Debo Olugunaba. Thank you very much. We really celebrate you. Thank you, the chairman of our party, for receiving them here. We appreciate your presence and we thank you. Your Excellency, the fact is that we have carefully selected very young talents for tonight because we want to show to the world that Akwa Ibom State isn't just maybe hyped as the best state just for matter of hype, but that in fact we have very rich talent here from the elders. And now we're showcasing not just those from the elders, but those from the very young amongst us. So the next performance we would have will be a cultural performance by the Ekemini Cultural Troupe. May I therefore ask that we please put our hands together and welcome them as they come to thrill us yet again with one of the best of this sea of performance that you have in any parts of the world. Ekemini Cultural Troupe, please, this is your moment. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate these young talents? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's the kind of climax we want to experience here. Can you ask your neighbor who's your guy? Thank you so much, Ekemini Cultural Troupe. Always amazing, always phenomenal to listen to them. Thank you so much. In the next 4 minutes, we will be going for dinner. But just before dinner, we're going to have a presentation of awards and prizes to some of our young people who participated in an essay competition that was organized by the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to His Excellency the Governor on branding and marketing. So I'm going to, at this moment, invite the SSA, Mr. Raphael Edem, to come and anchor that presentation. I'm confident to invite him because having walked around the microphone, he would understand what it means to stay within 4 minutes. So please, can we put our hands together and welcome Mr. Raphael Edem as he anchors the presentation of those prizes within 4 minutes. Dinner, please. Thank you very much.
A very good evening to you, Your Excellency. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Happy anniversary, Akwa Ibom State. As part of activities to mark the 36th anniversary of this state, His Excellency the Governor had approved that the annual statewide essay competition for undergraduates of Akwa Ibom State origin in universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education should take place. This was done to widen the vista of participation in the state's anniversary program to include our youth and students and also stimulate their creative and scholarly energies. The topic of this essay, Your Excellencies, was Akwa Ibom at 36, our journey, our gains, our lessons. And the judges were academics from the University of Uyo Department of English, Professor Joe Ushe and Dr. Bernard Dixon. We also added the arts and photography competition this year, and the challenge was for the artists to represent the beauty of Akwa Ibom using the camera lens or brush. This was called the Akwa Ibom Ayaya contest, and the adjudicators were photographers and artists, Eddie Brendan, Image Faculty, Professor Ekanem, and the Chief Photographer to His Excellency, Ms. Idara Adiakpan. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we received 89 entries for the photography and art competition, 89. And after some critiquing by the adjudicators, it is therefore my pleasure, with your kind permission, Your Excellency, to introduce and present the top 3 winners who came 3rd, 2nd, and 1st in this photography and art competition. I want to crave the indulgence of His Excellency the Governor to respectfully invite the Speaker of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly to kindly come forward, sir, and help us make the presentation to 3rd place in the photography and art competition, a gentleman who took an excellent shot of the Cenotaph area in along Udaudama Avenue. That Cenotaph area is a young man who comes from Idu, in Uran local government area of Akwa Ibom State. Coming in at 3rd position, Cyril Asukwa. Please, Cyril Asukwa, please. He will receive his certificate. He will also receive a tablet. And of course, there are books that come with that particular 3rd position. Please put your hands together for him. There are 2 items he's getting. He's getting the 2 items. Thank you very much. 2nd position, Your Excellency. And I think this is something that we'll get to His Excellency's office. Mr. Speaker, please, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. In the photography competition, a stunning wide-angle shot of the Ikodekbane township, taken by a native of Ikoredung in Ibom local government area of Akwa Ibom State. Coming in at 2nd position, he will be getting a brand new laptop and of course, other prizes to accompany Joseph Bassi Akan from Ibom local government area. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. Joseph Bassi Akan, please. He gets his certificate, and of course, that is a brand new 2023 edition of the laptop he's going to need for his work. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the winning entry in the photography competition, and I want to please ask that the person who won should come out with that entry, and he called this photograph Blue Economy from Ibeduin, Seretai local government area of Akwa Ibom State. You'll be getting 1 million naira courtesy of His Excellency. That is the winning prize for this event. Please put your hands together for Ubong Ekbo, who actually won the photography competition. Please give me a round of applause as he comes forward. Thank you very much. Please unveil it. Please unveil it. I'm sure there are a good number of people who will want to see. And he will come collect this from the Right Honorable Speaker of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. That's a view of the economic activity along the waterlines, the coast of Akwa Ibom State, excellently captured by that photographer. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, that was the winning entry in the photography contest. Thank you very, very much. Someone should please collect that one from him so he can collect the check for the sum of 1 million naira courtesy of His Excellency the Governor. Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Please, as is the tradition, can all the winners just come out with their certificates and take a group photograph with the speaker? Just hold it there. Second and third, please. The flank on the other side, while we quickly take the winning entries for the AC competition. Just 3 of them also. You stand the other side. First, second, and third in the Akwa Ibom 36 Art and Photography Contest. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please encourage these young Akwa Ibomites. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'll crave the indulgence of Excellency the Deputy Governor to please, Your Excellency, kindly accept to come forward and help make representations for the winners in the AC competition. Your Excellency, in a space of 9 days, 426 entries were received from students in universities, colleges of education, and polytechnics in the essay competition to mark Akwa Ibom at 36, with the topic Akwa Ibom at 36, our gains, our lessons, and of course, our journey, our gains, and our lessons. And then, of course, after the adjudication process by the team led by Professor Joe Ushi of the Department of English, University of Uyo, of the 426 entries, coming in at 3rd position, a student of the Department of Pharmacy in the University of Uyo from Ikorukbong in Ibom local government area, a 300 level student, Bridget Dominic Ekanem. Please put your hands together for her. She comes forward. Thank you very much. The prizes are similar. That is a certificate, and of course, that is a tablet which she's going to use for her work. Please put your hands together for her, ladies. A 400 level student of the Department of English in the University of Uyo from Akwa Fort in Uyo local government area, Abasifreke Efiokdan. Please give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The people of Uyo seem to be clapping louder than the people of other local government areas. 431 schools all across the country sent in entries of 5,431 students from 1,416 schools all across the country sent in the entries for this national essay competition. And after a rigorous adjudication process, a young man from Akwa Ibom State, I'm sure we saw the announcement when it was made last week, winner of the national essay competition for secondary schools. He is a 14-year-old SS1 student of Beulah International Schools. His Excellency had asked that he should be brought to this event, and so I think he should be going straight to His Excellency to receive his congratulatory handshake. Ladies and gentlemen, from Barabitam in Itu local government area of Akwa Ibom State, please make welcome Master Kentim Fon Dayongmo as he comes forward. Please put your hands together for, okay, that is Kentim Fon there, coming out right in his school uniform. Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. He's being taken to see His Excellency the Governor. The proud mother is somewhere here. He came with the mother. Thank you very, very much. Your Excellency, that boy puts the name of Akwa Ibom on the map positively. Can we give him a rousing round of applause? He's 14 years old. He's in SS1 in Biola International School. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Kentim Fund. Thank you very, very much. We thank them. We congratulate all of the winners. And we hope that young Akwa Ibom children will continue to break records, will continue to also make us proud and put the name of our state on the global map. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for the...
I do not think the applause is commensurate with what we just said. Please, can we celebrate all of the winners and, of course, the Senior Special Assistant to His Excellency, the Governor, Branding and Marketing. Your Excellency, we thank you so much. And, of course, we thank all of us. We are actually going to go for dinner this moment. And as I announced dinner, I remember one of the comments that the former secretary to the state government, Dr. Emmanuel Ekuwem, loved so much.
Forged in unity, birthed in hope, and christened in faith. Home of peace, land of beauty, land of the black gold, land of wealth and plenty. Home of the brave, bastion of developmental strides. It's
Ibom State. Makamana. President Babangida. Ada Iboruga Nigeria. Okono Onyin. Stay in beyond judgment. Era Google. They are Ariana. Don't take him out. Animo Ibomo. Obi Mananya. Uyanyan. Era Google. They are Ariana. Don't take him out. Animo Ibomo. Obi Mananya. We got to get it. Era Google. They are Ariana. Don't take him out. Animo Ibomo. Obi Mananya. Abanya. Era Google. They are Ariana. Don't take him out. Animo Ibomo. Obi Mananya. 18 Era Google. They are Ariana. Don't take him out. Animo Ibomo. Obi Mananya. Okay. Ebono kima geofan. Yes sir. Ebono kima geofan. Nyani ma ebono kima geofan. Kima o chai. Ebono kima geofan. Akwa Ibom ebono kima geofan. Nyani ma ebono kima geofan. Kima o chai. Amelanga. Omo. Lima mabao. Rofripo ofonoma. Lima mabao. Lima mabao. Rofripo edimemebo. Lima mabao. Iyari mono kima. Iyari kera kima. Iyari wong kima. Iyari mono kima o. Kima o. Kima o. Ebono kima geofan. Ebono kima geofan. Kenima ebono kima geofan. Kima o. Ebono kima geofan. Ebono kima geofan. Kenima ebono kima geofan. Kima o. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, go. Rupuridium pogging in it, Yamio. Sana young no more. Rupuridium pogging in it. Rupuridium pogging in it, Yamio. Sana young no more. Rupuridium pogging in it. Yes, it for Sana young no more. Abasiema wanyano. Oh, Morogi yimesi ananya. Abasiema wanyano. Oh, Morogi yimesi ananya. Rubridium pogging in it, Yamio. Kansana young no more. Rubridium pogging in it. Yes, it for Sana young no more. All right. Okay, let's go there. Mario come better. Don't you get go? I don't you get go? Get any what I said a wood here? Ain't a peg, neighbor. I said a wood here. What you want to fall? You don't want to fall. Ha ha. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I got my record. What's the name of the barrel? Question down. I wait a more than order. I wait a more than 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 I mean, get that donkey. All right. Yes, sir. I like it this, like it this, like it this, like it this, like it that. I Zaka dance. Yes, sir. Say me, you don't want to me from you. I don't want the end of it. Give us so you hear me. I don't want the bed on one. I wait a minute. I wait a minute.
Godfather Band. Thank you, the Godfather Band. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, while we are still dining, we want to introduce and welcome one of Akwa Ibom's finest.
We have risen from the depths of uncertainty to heights previously unimagined. We honor our forebears and our leaders, those in uniform and those in mufti. We pay tribute to their efforts and the milestones they recorded. We look forward with hope to the fulfillment of the promise and the full realization of our potentials. Building with love our promised land. We rise together. We rise as one. Akwa Ibom is rising. Happy 36th anniversary, Akwa Ibom. The motherland.
Africa becomes superstar. Like this, like that. So we can become number one. So we can become superstar. Like this, like that. So we can become number one. See my governor. I got them a dumb brain, no summer when Paratila. But then I'm going to go waiting in that because I see them and they make one of them. Let's play. So we can become superstar. Like that, so we can become number one. Say But If I'm
Thank you very much, the legendary Sawilka Jackson. Ekomeniyewi Kwampo Sawilka Kedo. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Looking around, I see that we are still dining, but I just want to interject and bring another variety of entertainment for the night. So I'd love to invite two further entertainers at this banquet to mark the 36th anniversary of our state. Another phenomenal talent, one that we are very proud of. A general, but it's not of any identified corps, General Ode. Please, can we put our hands together and welcome him? General, please come, and your moment begins already. Thank you very much.
Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, it's good to see you. Celebrating 36 years of Akwa Ibom State. I'm glad to be here. One more time, if you're happy to be here, can you put your hands together for yourself? Celebrate yourself for coming. Thank you very much. My name is General Ode, just in case you are seeing me for the first time. I am the Comedy General, Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Speaker of the Comedy House of Assembly, Commanding Officer of the Phony Battalion. By the grace of God, the only officer that joined the force by force. And it's really good to be here. If you are not jealous of my title, clap for me now. It's not easy. I know our hands are busy. I beg clap for me if your hands are not busy. Thank you very, very much. I have seen that we are all eating and enjoying ourselves. It's good. Me, sir, I won't go job. Your Excellency, good to see you, sir. The last time we saw was at the economy class of Ibom Air. My governor can cut costs for Africa. He just look everything, he say. That's why you see the Arise agenda, we must support it. When you talk of cutting cost of governance, my governor has done it. In Syria, no plenty again. Escort, no plenty. Everything small, making sense. That's what we are here for. So in a few minutes, I'll go and eat food because food is very important. My friend, MC George, came and said that he is a friend to the governor. Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me say that I'm not a friend to the governor. The governor is my boss. He's my mentor. He's my leader. If I say now my friend, now understatement. He's my leader. I remember when I was a friend to a president, I suffered because to be a friend to a big man, now stress. They will be calling you, give me slot, appointment, give me slot, this one, give me slot, let him employ my family, let him give my family appointment. If you are a friend to a big man, you go suffer. Just be a worker or a colleague. Because if you are a friend to a big man, if you pray and God no answer your prayer, the neighbor, the boss, your God can answer your prayer. That is why I like to hang around big men. I was in a church in Lagos. Ladies and gentlemen, I was looking for 10,000 naira to get back to where I went to. As I day inside, I couldn't pray. I didn't know that this house was filled with great men of God, big men, rich men, timber and caliber. Only me couldn't pray. Father, I need 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. The pastor was like, just ask God what you need. Simple prayer. Me, I didn't they shout 10,000. The big men by my side were asking God, Father, thank you for the 20 billion naira contract. Thank you for the 60 million. They all they pray, big prayer. Me, I'm going to shout 10,000, 10,000. The man just stood by my side and said, what is the problem? I said, sir, I need 10,000 naira. Big man, open briefcase. Give me 10,000 naira. Tell me, keep quiet. Let my prayer reach God. Because it can't be like say my prayer they shout. When they come, they bring offering box. I can't they check myself whether I carry offering. I they check. Now the man look me. You don't have offering? What is the problem? I say, sir, no offering. Now he come out 50,000 naira bundle. He gave me. Immediately I collect the money. Offering box come they come. For the first time, it was difficult for me to put offering. As the offering, they come and they look the offering box. The man said, it is offering. I said, no, this one, not be offering. He passed it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my time. My name is General Ote.
Thank you very much, the General of Comedy. Thank you so much. Please, we're going to begin to make efforts to engage the reverse gears at this event. So let me request, please, that we go back to our seats so we can end within the next 20 minutes. If everybody would cooperate with us. Please, let's go back to our seats. And for those who may still be trying to get their food, I want to request respectfully that you do that with some degree of decorum. But every other person should please return to their seats. At the end of the event, I'm sure we'll have ample time for the camaraderies and the interactions that should come at a banquet of this nature. The protocol team, please, I implore you to assist. Everybody should go back to their seats. And please do well to sit. Let's maintain some decorum as we make efforts to engage the reverse gears at this event. Mbok Isosongo. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be having some brief messages of goodwill. And by His Excellency's direction, we'll have 3 of them. The first will come from the National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party. The second will come from the Chairman of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission. And the last will come from one of our special guests of honor, speaking on behalf of all the others, His Excellency Architect Obong Victor Atta. And of course, when we finish those goodwill messages, we would have been nearing the end of this state banquet. Let me welcome, therefore, for the first message of goodwill at this event, while requesting again, please, I can see a lot of people who are neither collecting food nor doing anything still standing. I am requesting respectfully that you please take your seats, and if you have to talk, please let your voice not be louder than what is happening here. The first message of goodwill at this event from the Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Debo Ologunagba. Please, can we put our hands together and welcome him as he comes to the microphone to take that assignment. I can't hear the applause. This gentleman has traveled from far to join us on our 36th anniversary. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, the Golden Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, all former governors here present, our able chairman, the man who looks young every time. I was asking the wife this evening, what do you do to him? And he said the secret is in the cooking, so I'm going to visit you more often. I want to recognize everyone present here because I don't have the roll call. I believe what the best way to is for me to stand on the existing protocol. I bring you great tidings from the National Secretariat of our great party, the People's Democratic Party. We are exceptionally pleasant and very proud about what we call the poster boy of our party. The person of the governor, His Excellency, Pastor Ibom Eno. We have been following you in the last few months. When companies go into manufacturing and discovering new things, they start with research and development. You started off with the Arise agenda launch with a dialogue, bringing all diverse opinion from the capital market to banking, to economists, to lecturers, to artisans together. and brought about the new dimension that we're seeing in Akwa Ibom State. We're not surprised because your antecedent has shown that. As a private sector man, went into public service, you contributed in the oil sector, you understand the economy, and that's why today we are excited as a party to say that, yes, indeed the Golden Governor is a member of the Golden Party of Nigeria, because that is where development comes from. So we are wishing you all the very best from the secretariat of our party. We know, like it was said earlier, that Nigeria stands for Akwa Ibom State. We do know that at the end of your tenure, surely by the grace of God, 8 years, we know the world will stand for Akwa Ibom. You have demonstrated that this evening by recognizing excellence in the young boy, a 14-year-old Akwa Ibom State citizen who has brought so much glory to this state by coming first in the competition in the country. So for us as a party, we are excited. We are very proud of you. All we can say is to assure you that the party will be with you. You have an excellent chairman here, one of our greatest in the party, and we are very, very pleased to be here. We want to thank you for this opportunity of bringing us here to come in, and we can tell you that the National Secretariat of our party, and indeed every member of our party, is proud of your achievement so far and the direction that you are going, which is in line with the policies and programs and vision and mission of the PDP. We want to congratulate all Akwa Ibom people that you have a wonderful team in the governor and the team of the deputy governor and the minister and the commissioners. We know that with this team, that another level with a RISE agenda, Akwa Ibom State will continue to be on top of the development in this country and, of course, indeed in the world. We want to thank you and we'll appreciate. God bless you and God bless everyone that is here this evening.
Thank you so much, the National Publicity Secretary of our party. We're going to proceed with the goodwill messages, but let me respectfully ask again that we do well to take our seats. This event is still ongoing. His Excellency the Governor is still on his seat. And then I'm seeing our sons and daughters walking around without regard. I am requesting respectfully, Mr. Basia Chibon, perhaps they could stop sharing the food, everything. Taking our seats, protocol officers, please walk around, even if you have to kneel to beg them to stop talking. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, the second message of goodwill at this event shall be from the chairman of the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission, Alhaji Mohammed Bello Shehu, who has come all the way to join us as we celebrate our 36th anniversary. Please, can we put our hands together and welcome him to the microphone? Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom, Pastor Omoeno, his wife, Excellencies, former governors of Akwa Ibom, General Colonel Bako, and my Kaduna person, Governor Atta, Deputy Governor of the State, Secretary to the Government, distinguished senators, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to be invited here to just say a few words. Indeed, Akwa Ibom has been a great state created some 36 years ago, and I think the performance of the state so far is something that should be emulated by other states. And you can physically see development that has taken place in terms of infrastructure, the airlines, and other good things. The other day I was reading about the governor trying to have an industrial park in collaboration with South Korea, and also providing social services to the elderly of the states. So I think in a nutshell, I will say the creation of the state has been one of the greatest things that was done by the then military administration of General Ibrahim Babangida. And I pray and I hope that within the next couple of years, Akwa Ibom will be one of the best governed states in Nigeria. And I wish the state success in all that they do. Your Excellency, keep the good job, keep the flag flying, and by the grace of God, as an agency of the Federation, we will support the state in whatever it needs that is within our constitutional responsibility. That is in terms of resources to assist the state in attaining greater heights. Once again, thank you to the people of Akwa Ibom. Thank you to His Excellency and the past governors. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Those fact-laced message of goodwill from the chairman of RAMFAC here. Your Excellency, for the next message of goodwill, I'd love to invite the chairman of the Akwa Ibom Caucus at the National Assembly, member speaking for the people of Ukanafuno Roganam Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, the Right Honorable Unyime Idems. Please put your hands together and welcome him. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Your Excellencies, all the past governors of Akwa Ibom State here seated, please permit me to rest on already established protocol for want of time. Your Excellency, I'm here on behalf of the National Assembly Caucus to deliver goodwill message for 36th anniversary of Akwa Ibom State. Your Excellency, I want to say on behalf of the caucus that we are very proud to have come from Akwa Ibom State. Your Excellency, I had opportunity some weeks ago to travel around the entire country to see states that were created like 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Your Excellency, you can't compare those states to what we have in Akwa Ibom State. We are blessed with seasoned leaders, from the military trained leaders to an architect that we had in 1999, to a lawyer that we had in 2007, to a banker that we had in 2015, and in 2023, we have a seasoned entrepreneur. This state is blessed with great leaders. Your Excellency, our duty as federal lawmakers is to continue to support you so that you continue to take the name of Akwa Ibom beyond the shore of Nigeria. Your Excellency, you are going international now. When I look at the impacts of your administration in the last 100 days, I can only say this is God in action. Congratulations, Your Excellency, and happy anniversary to all Akwa Ibomites and our guests here present. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. The last goodwill message for tonight will come from our special guest of honor, And he will be speaking for himself and of course all the other special guests of honor. Please, Mr. Bassi. So let me respectfully please invite now His Excellency Architect Obong Victor Atta for the last message of goodwill. Please, can we put our hands together for him? He will speak from where he is. Thank you so much.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State and his dear wife, the Deputy Governor, distinguished guests, let me stand on the existing protocol. Perhaps it is just as well that I'm giving the last of the goodwill messages, because I'm going to take a slightly different slant from what has been going on. And that is because in this part of the world, we have a saying that I don't know how to translate that into English, but my goodwill message is going to go along those lines. About 40 years ago, many of us will remember that we were promised a state. We got all excited, we prepared for celebrations, and then we didn't get a state. What we had was a change of name from Southeastern State to Cross River State. We were all disappointed, we were crestfallen, and in fact we became despondent. But a few years later, somebody that loves this state, and it was not easy, it was against all odds, but a personal will and determination, he decided he will create a state for us from the mainland side of Cross River State. I'm talking about General Ibrahim Babangida. He made up his mind that he will create a state for us, and we should thank him. I want us on this occasion to particularly say a big thank you to the man who decided that we have to have a state, and he went out of his way to create a state for us. I thank God, though, that we recognize the fact that he did us a big favor. In those days, the road we call IBB Way was one of the most significant roads in Uyo. Our secretariat is on that road. Ibom Hall is on that road. The Women's Development Center, and don't forget, it is his wife Miriam that started the Women's Development Program, is on that road. The new e-library is on that road. So at least we have honored him. Unfortunately, we are not in a position, or if we were, he might not be able to come and share with us the joy of having our own state. So I would like to suggest, Your Excellency, sir, that it might not be out of place for us to send a delegation to thank this man, because others have refused, but he decided he will give us this state. You see, today, we are talking about the dream for Akwa Ibom. 24-hour constant power, a seaport, an airport with an MRO, and all kinds of things. But without a state, it would not have been. So my emphasis on who made it possible for us to have these dreams is the man who created the state for us. So I want us as a state to always remember to thank President Ibrahim Babangida. He's a great general, and may God bless him. Your Excellency, you are doing well. Continue what you are doing, and the world will recognize your good work. Thank you, and God bless Akwa Ibom.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Reminding us there of where we came from. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, the Governor, we're going to, please, respectfully, we're going to have you come forward as we cut the cake. And while you cut the cake, and those who are going to join you to cut the cake, immediately the cake has been cut. The former governor, deputy governor rather, of Akwa Ibom State, Obong Sima Ikere, from the stands will propose a toast for the 36th anniversary of Akwa Ibom State, and after that, we will be set to have His Excellency's address at this event. Let me please respectfully invite His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, and invite also the wife of the governor, the deputy governor, all our special guests of honor. That is the 3 former governors of Akwa Ibom State who will please join. The former deputy governors, particularly Mr. Moses Ekpo, member of the Order of the Federal Republic, and Obong Nsima Ekere, who will, at the end of the cake cutting, propose the toast to also join for this cake cutting. The Speaker of the Akwa House of Assembly, please join. The Chief Judge, represented by Honorable Justice Achibong, and the SSG. I think that's how much that space can take. Please let all these ones mentioned, come through. The chairman of the party, please, Elder Anekan Akpan, will also join us as we take this particular item. If you look very well, you would notice that that space has been completely taken. We would have accommodated more, but that's what the space can take. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'm going to lead these proceedings, and we are going to cut that cake as we all spell arise. But at the end of the arise, I would implore all of us to just make that, should I say, prophetic shout of the word arise. So we spell it and then we pronounce it with a loud shout. Please let me request that the microphone is given to Obong Nsima Ekere so that he takes the toast from where he stands immediately the cake is cut. So let's take the arise. Someone give me a loud A. I can't hear you. It's the 36th anniversary of Akwa Ibom State. Can the A be loud? Give me an A. Let's hear the R. Make the I very loud. If you are security conscious, can I hear the S? If you are interested in entrepreneurial development and education, can I hear an E? Can you shout, arise, want to go together? Arise. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's the 36th anniversary cake. Obong Nsima Ekere will now propose the toast. Thank you very much.
A few glasses there. A few the glasses for the toast. We need the glasses, yes. Please.
Please get your glasses. Ensure they are properly charged for what we are about to participate in now.
Well, I hope we all have our glasses charged. Yes. Your Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, a golden governor at that, Pastor Umoino, and his very dear wife. I have the privilege of meeting her today for the very first time. Oh, really? Okay, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Your Excellencies, our former governors, and Your Excellency, the former Deputy Governor, Party Chairman, very distinguished Akwa Ibom sons and daughters, permit me to recognize members of the National Assembly, the senators, members of the House of Representatives, and all other people that are here to celebrate Akwa Ibom at 36. I am indeed very happy to be part and parcel of this celebration. The gentleman at the microphone said this is the first time he's seeing me in a public function in a very long while. So after today, it won't be the first time again. But I'm here particularly to honor the governor. Because I remember right from his inauguration, I listened to the inauguration speech, and I've listened to very many of his other speeches after that. This morning, I also had the privilege of reading. I didn't listen to it, but I read his speech, wishing Akwa Ibom people well on the 36th anniversary of state creation, one thing rings loud and clear in all of these speeches. He's reaching out to every Akwa Ibom son, every Akwa Ibom daughter, irrespective of political delineation, extending to them the hand of fellowship to come and build Akwa Ibom State. Let me say, this is not the first time a leader has been saying this. A lot of leaders say it, but we see it all ends up as being lip service. But this governor has shown that he means business. And that's why I'm here, to honor him and to give him my assurance that Akwa Ibom is all that we have. At the end of the day, this is all that we have. And so whatever we have, whatever we can do, we are willing to lay it at the disposal of government and join hands with him, join hands with all men of goodwill to develop Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom is 36, a land blessed with so much resources, natural resources, human resources. Just this evening, we listened to a young man, 14 years old, who came tops in the national essay competition in the whole country. Proud Akwa Ibom son. Someone talked about Hilda Bassi and the gentleman, what's his name again? John Obut. These are all proud Akwa Ibom people. God has also blessed us with leaders, good visionary leaders, from our brothers in the military who laid the foundation for when the state was created newly. And then fortunately, at the advent of the civilian administration in 1999, we had our leader, a great statesman, the father of modern Akwa Ibom, architect Obong Victor Atta. And after him, we had other leaders who've come to work. And that's why today, we can proudly say that of all the states in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom stands as one of the top states. So we thank God for this state. Your Excellency, the Governor, there's still some work to do. There's still a lot of work to do. I can't wait to see the day that the deep sea port will be commissioned. I can't wait to see when the science park will be revitalized. I can't wait to see when Akwa Ibom would have 24 hours uninterrupted power. And we can do it because we already have the facilities to make it happen. I'm also very eagerly waiting to see this state become one of the tourist destinations in Africa, not only in Nigeria. And it's possible, sir. So, Akwa Ibom people, I would like to say congratulations, happy anniversary, and like I hear them say, let the happy hour begin. And so, before that, I would like all of us to stand up, charge our glasses, and let us drink to the continued progress, development of Akwa Ibom State. Let us drink to the good health of the governor, the deputy governor, and their spouses. Drink to the good health of all the members of the State Executive Council and other leaders of the state. And so I will say, hip, 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 hip.
Hooray.
Hip, 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 hip.
Hooray.
Hip, 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 hip.
Hooray.
This one. Forward to Africa. Moving on, moving on, moving on. They have taken our name, even stolen our culture. Moving on, moving on, moving on. And there's a place in the sun where the people got to be free. Africa, Akwa Ibom is a land. Let's not fight, let's unite to the things that's right. Akwa Ibom is a land.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I wish we had all the time, but let me please request that we return to our seats. I wish we had all the time, but we do not have all the time. Let's please return to our seats. We have come almost to the end of this 36th anniversary banquet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm waiting for us to return to our seats. Thank you so much. All right, to allow us take our seats properly, I want to bring this last performance. The Anwatam Cultural Troupe, they will just pass through here, and by the time they get down there, we will be set to invite His Excellency the Governor. The Anwatam Cultural Troupe, please, now. Thank you so much. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate that rhythmic, energetic performance from the Anwatam Cultural Troupe? Thank you so much. Their synergy, their agility, always something to celebrate. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is said that whatever has a beginning must have an end. And of course, others say that better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. Right now, we started right, and we have come to the climax of these events. Pastor Chibong, please help me stop that sound by all means possible. All right, the Godfather Band, please.
Like the birds and the lilies, we are quite women get to be free. Moving on, moving on, moving on. For the time is at hand for us to reclaim our life. Akwa Ibom is a land. Let's not fight, let's unite to the things that's right. Akwa Ibom is a land. For the time is at hand for us to reclaim our life. Akwa Ibom is a land. We are moving forward to Africa. Moving on, moving on, moving on. They have taken our name, even stolen our culture. Moving on, moving on, moving on. And there's a place in the sun where the people got to be free. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Let's not fight, let's unite to the things that's right.
Thank you.
Akwa Ibom is a land. Why, 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 why? Why, 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 why? Why, 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 why? Why, why, why? Why, 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 why? Why, 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 why? Why, 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 why? Why, why, why?
All right, thank you very much. The Godfather Band, thank you so much. We've been given assurances that the sound we're hearing is part of the beautiful sounds you should hear tonight, because we're here for the state banquet. Please, can you clap for that music? Even that one we didn't pay for. Thank you so much. But there is nothing to be afraid for. I think here is just the folk mission that came up, and they're trying to sort it out very soon. But because our night is already fast spent, we won't wait for them. And I trust that you'll understand that His Excellency the Governor, to invite him for his address. So please, may I ask that we put our hands together and welcome His Excellency the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Moino, our host for tonight, for his address at this 36th anniversary state banquet. Thank you.
Together then
take our seats, please. Akwa Ibom song. Don't mind the alarm, but you know, some lessons have to be learned. I discovered getting into government that we don't have a safety department in the government. There's no safety department. We don't do safety. I think that's just a clear reminder. So please don't worry too much about it. Your Excellency, my dear wife, the First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Honorable Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, representative of the Honorable Chief Judge, and other judges that are here tonight, Your Excellencies, former governors of Akwa Ibom State, Your Excellencies, former deputy governors, the wife of the former governor, Mrs. Fumi Nkana, wife of the former deputy governor, Mrs. Atimokoyo, all other people that are present here, the very long list of protocol here. Please permit me to rely on the protocol that was so well established by Barrister Morgan. We return all glory to God for tonight, for our state, Akwa Ibom, at 36. We thank God for hitherto He has helped us. He has helped us, like we say all the time, with very good leaders. And like our father, Architect Obong Victor Atta, remarked this evening, which I also tried to mention in my speech, we pay very glowing tribute to the then military president, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, who created Akwa Ibom State. We all know that we've come a long way. Any child of 36 years is an adult and would have been married, would have had children, and having a good life, all things being equal. So we thank God for how far God has led us. We thank God for all our governors, all our administrators that God has brought our way. I'd like to use this very first occasion of the privilege God has given me to represent you in the government house to celebrate this anniversary, to dedicate it to all the good, hard-working people of Akwa Ibom State, particularly our leaders at all levels that have helped put the building block of Akwa Ibom State and has brought us to where we are. We salute them, we thank God for them, and we celebrate them tonight. We'd like to say that we'll continue to add our own block to what you have already done. We will endeavor to build according to plan, because when God gave the vision of building the tabernacle to Moses, he instructed him clearly that he should ensure that he builds according to the plan. This state has a master plan, and we will, as much as we can, continue to build on that master plan. I want to thank God for all of you that have come here tonight, particularly our friends and brothers from the other side of the divide. The truth is, like the former deputy governor said, Akwa Ibom is all we have. And regardless of our political affiliation, we must come together and build our state. build our state to the envy of others. Bake the cake so large enough that when we begin to share it, it will go around everybody. It will not do us any good to continue to tear ourselves apart, and then others will join us. And that's why on assumption of office, particularly as my calling as a pastor, God ministered to me the ministry of reconciliation. And slowly we are seeing the fruits. And I am happy tonight to see men and women of other parties across the state show up at events, come to functions like this, can clean glasses, can eat and drink together. That's what I believe was the Akwa Ibom of our forebears. When they all came together, regardless of whether they were Ibibio, Anang, Oro, Eket, Isinobolo, wherever they came from, they worked in unity. And I believe that we have a duty to do that. That's why I would like to seize this opportunity to appeal to our leaders to please allow peace continue to reign in our state. Allow us continue to live together in harmony. Something happened today, and I try to explain. I think it's a misconception, because I wouldn't believe that anyone will try to sow seeds of discord in our state. We've come too far to get to that point. If I could go around, talk to everybody, we all come together here and at all our events, I don't think anybody will believe. I think I'll be the last person to want to bring a divide between our people, whether it is Ibibio or Anang or Ron. I didn't even grow up like that. I grew up in the barracks where we lived with everybody. The pagan, the Abalis, the pastor, the Muslim, everyone, the witches, the wizard, we all stayed together. And we enjoyed ourselves. So my background doesn't even recognize that. I'd like to appeal to our leaders to please don't fan the ember of discord amongst us. We've gone past that. Let's leave our traditional institution alone. As a matter of fact, politicians should not get involved with that institution. It is a sacred institution. We should honor them and dignify them. The rumors that we try to favor one ethnic group over another is completely false. The position, what we did by going to the House of Assembly has been the position of all our paramount rulers. And the day they took that decision, I was there as an observer. My job was simply to perfect that decision by seeking the House of Assembly to pass the bill into law. And so it's nothing that we want to promote any over another. This afternoon, we swore in the new chairman of the Akwa Ibom Traditional Rulers Council, the paramount ruler of Urunguko. And that doesn't show that any one person wants to hold on to the stool. But we also seek to be sure that all of us have a rightful place in the National Council of the Traditional Rulers. And so we have a Supreme Council that is led by the Akwa Ibom and supported as Vice President by the Akukwanan and the Atauro. These were their decisions. All of the paramount rulers were in that meeting, except people that were sick. So there's no time anybody influenced them or tried to do anything. And so I'd like to please beg that we should allow the peace of this state to continue. We can only further develop our state when we are in peace. Every now and then, every weekend, our hotels are fully booked. People are happy because the state is in peace. Conferences are held here. People are traveling all over the place. Akwa Ibom is now the place to be because this state is peaceful. please, that would be my appeal tonight. That we all please, as critical stakeholders in the Akwa Ibom project, go back home and speak to our people and let them understand. And if any paramount ruler says that I originated what happened today, let them come face to face and let's talk about it. It is, I speak on my word of honor that they did it. We only help them to make sure we give the backing of the law to the decisions they took. Tonight, I'd like to thank everyone that have come here, particularly our leaders that have traveled very far. The military governors, they have always been with us. It was Colonel Yakubu Bako many years ago when I returned from Lagos in 1996 to start our hotel business. When our people felt I shouldn't be where we are today, they had petitioned to revoke our certificate of occupancy. It was Yakubu Bako who reinstated that certificate of occupancy, laid the foundation of what we know today as Royalty Hotels, and we built the place. That's why we'll forever remember you, sir. And we dedicated one of our conference rooms to you. People have asked me many times, does Colonel Yakubu Bako have a share here? I said he laid the foundation of this place. And we don't forget people that have stood by us. I've talked about Architect Obong Victor Atta many times. He made it possible for me to run the mobile contract for more than 15 years. Again, when no one gave me a chance. All my life, people don't give me a chance. So I'm always used to it. They never gave me a chance. I won a contract, they didn't want to release it. I remember His Excellency taking me in his staff car. And that's why sometimes when I tell people to enter my staff car, they say, no, nobody enters governor's staff car. I say, it's a lie. I entered that of Architect Obong Atta. He took me in his staff car and went to NMPC headquarters. And then we used to have, the MD was Kukpo Lokum, and said to the man offered him a seat. Said, I'm not sitting down. I came here to fight. You know, Architect Obong Atta has always been a fighter. So he said, this young man won a contract from Akwa Ibom. I understand you don't want to give him the contract. You think he's green. Well, if he's green today, make him brown. But if you don't give him the contract that he won, you give it to any other person, I'll make sure as governor of Akwa Ibom, the person does not execute the contract from Akwa Ibom soil. 2 days later, the contract was released. And again, how can I forget that during the time of Architect Obong Atta, Royalty Hotels was always the place for all the retreats. All the retreats. The World Council of Mayors met there. So it's everyone here. So when I remember all of those, I cannot thank everyone enough for the support they gave me to be here. Tonight, for some reasons beyond our control, my political father, Dikinodom Emmanuel, would have been here. We had planned and worked it out. I think some slight changes in his schedule. Who just brought me from nowhere into the Executive Council and then supported me through the elections. And God, through him and the Akwa Ibom people, made my election as a governor possible. I'd like to thank him, even though he's not here tonight. I thank him, I thank his dear wife. I'm glad the families are here. I thank all of you. I thank all of you. During the campaign, a lot of people talked with me when I knocked at the doors of even people from other political divide. They will open their doors, give me pieces of advice. Some even gave me money too, and I thank them. All I can say from all of this is that in all good conscience, I will do my best to ensure that I do not disappoint you. I make sure that I continue to press forward in moving Akwa Ibom forward. I'd like to thank my wife and my family, my children, for their understanding. Most times it's difficult, but I have a wife who understands. I tell you a very simple thing. It may not mean anything. Last week, when we got invitation from the president to join his delegation to Onga, my wife also got an invitation from the First Lady to join her to Onga. And she brought the invitation home, looked at it. Of course, as a matter of our safety policies, we don't travel in the same flight. So she was going to get a flight. So I told her, put all of it together. She did it. The budget was very good. And so I looked at it. And then she started preparing. And then 2 nights to the event. So if you have not said anything about this thing, say, Kemi, you know, I don't think we want to spend this kind of money again. You just came back from Akisan. You overstayed in Akisan. And you went from Akisan to Aulo, spent 2 weeks. And then you got back, 2 weeks later, you want to return again. I don't think I can sign this money. 2 of us cannot travel and we spend state's money like this. She looked at me and said, so why didn't you tell me since? You will never change. She smiled and walked away. I don't know if you did that to your wife, if that house will still contain you. That you could turn down a First Lady and she didn't travel, she didn't go anywhere. But she's used to me. Because when we sit down and discuss, we always allow reasoning to prevail. Sometimes I win, most times she wins. But this time I won. So I'd like to thank her for her understanding, making it conducive for me to serve Akwa Ibom people. Because if she didn't provide the right environment, I will not be serving them. However, she still packed her things and said, you know what? I've already made up my mind to travel. You go to the US, I'll go to Lagos. So she traveled anyway. It may not have been to the US, but she entered an aeroplane, so she traveled. You know, we like to thank all our children, the young people, the great exploits they've done. I've observed by the grace of God, ever since I became governor, Akwa Ibom has been moving from glory to glory. And it is only the grace of God. The Super Eagles won their match. Then our young people, the Hilda Bassi, the John Obot, and then of course our young son who made us proud, national essay competition. Out of 5,000 entries, he came out tops. Master Kentim Fon, that young man. Well, I like to say, where is he? One of the things I want to do for this young man, please come. Is to ensure that we support him through his university education. And this is how I'm going to do it. Next week, the Secretary to Government will pay 5 million naira into an account. No one will have access to that money. We'll instruct the bank. And I like to specifically choose Zenith Bank because they can take my instruction right now. The money will only be used for, please, the manager, you can take this instruction, to pay his school fees. That's all. It is his money. We'll deposit it into that account in his name. All I'm asking is every time he shows up with a result, you release the money to the school. Every time he shows up with a result, you release the money to the school. I'm sure if he attends a public university, that 5 million should be enough. But just in case he decides not to attend a public university, before I leave office, we'll put another 5 million to make it 10 million. But why not even make it 10 million at once? So that, but again, the bank must put it in a fixed deposit. Don't leave it in a current account so that it can yield him some interest. And we'll have to discuss the rate of interest. Congratulations. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I'm sure your parents must be very proud of you. Akwa Ibom is proud of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. For all our National Assembly members, thank you for the support you have extended to us since we began. You have given us maximum support. Every time we have events, you come as a team across party lines, and it makes us glad. Please, going forward, anytime we have an event, starting from this one, and we invite you, we will give you your return ticket so that you can continue to. This is the least we can do for now. We'll keep improving. And, but we shouldn't just invite you and you've paid your tickets enough. Let's lift that burden from you. So the SSG will ensure that this return ticket is refunded and make sure that it treats you well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the support we have gotten. Our House of Assembly has been wonderful. Thank you for speaking with one voice to support us. Without a good house, the governor cannot do much. So I'd like to thank the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly through Mr. Speaker for the good work, for the cooperation that you have given to us. Since you didn't pay return tickets, we will attempt to fuel your cars for you. And thank you for understanding that there's been some slight delays in certain things. Thank you for that understanding. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that have come here tonight. We will continue to support our young people to do the things they want to do. All of the things that we also think we must do, we will follow our vision, the Arise agenda. We will not be distracted, and we'll continue to do the best that we can for Akwa Ibom. We look forward to many more years of our celebration. We kept this very low-key because we felt we're just starting. When probably next year, the year after, and we can show clearly that the Arise agenda has taken root, we will roll out our drums and we will celebrate. But I believe that we've had a good time. The programs that we've done in the last few days has been beneficial. We had our first Made in Akwa Ibom Trade Fair. I flagged off this afternoon. I've been very pleased at what our young people are doing. And then we just had to put 250 million naira to support the work that they are doing. Each of them that have a verifiable business that attended the trade fair will have 500,000 naira minimum to support their businesses. And this, I believe we can continue to encourage our young ones and show to them that hard work pays. It's not enough for us to let them continue to be cheerleaders and sometimes raise rival groups. We continue to support them. We thank you so much. We thank all our leaders. We look forward to your cooperation in the days ahead. Places where we are not doing well, invite us and talk to us. We will listen. where we have taken some decisions that you may not understand, you have a right to ask questions. And this is a democracy. You will get an answer. We'd like to thank you. Let me, as we close, I'll personally request tonight that maybe after the prayers, we ask Obong Afangide. This man has been with us everywhere, everywhere. When we're campaigning, he's almost more than 90, I'm told. 100. Over 100. And, well, the man is laughing at all of you. So, but I'd like to thank you, sir. It is also ITAT for your support. God will continue to keep you with us. And as much as we can, we will celebrate you. So please, you say our closing prayers tonight. And pray for Akwa Ibom. And pray for all of us. And pray for me. That God will give me the kind of strength He has given you. That at this age, you are still not wearing glasses. You're still doing your business. You're still walking about. And you stand for the truth, for justice. These are the kind of men and women that we should celebrate in Akwa Ibom. I want to thank you. I want to thank the former SSG, Obong, Rita, Akpan. Man, thank you again for showing us support tonight. Your presence means a lot to us, a lot to us. And we know the responsibility you put on our shoulder. And by the grace of God, we will not let all of you down. On behalf of all of us, my team, my first 11, all members of the State ESCO, thank you so much for your support. Just know that sometimes when I don't approve your memo, that doesn't mean I love you less. I love all of you. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, the brass band. While just before we invite our father, Obong M.A. Afangide, to say the closing prayers and bless Akwa Ibom State as directed by His Excellency the Governor, please let me announce that tomorrow, Sunday, 24th of September 2023, we would gather at the Apostolic Church Nigeria, Obioi Mall, that is the Uyo Field headquarters, for the Thanksgiving service as part of the activities, perhaps the last of it, for the 36th anniversary of Akwa Ibom State. Service time is 12 noon. His Excellency the Governor invites all of us here to turn up as we thank God who has led us this far. All right, thank you very much, Your Excellency. We want to invite now our father, Obong M.A. Afangide, to pray, close the event, and bless the state. Let him walk in him for me.
Mbonga kam no Akwa Ibom State. Mbonga kam koma basi. Na basi na mne bingwa ni ntie ni wo mfene mi. Because tonga ke pana semen. Aga diga ina ma pana semen governor. Ma di on banga. Ta da de me di on banga. Frefre governor say na mka Akwa Ibom State me fanga ye me di on banga. O ma no me di on banga na o no sa de governor mo ja ba se jo kan yi dem. I joke on you, them, I joke up Baraba, support on you. Mujibaka, I support on you.
Amen.
Mujibaka for you better and say this support on you. And I'm a song in them. I mean, bomb, Nakambongam. Every time I'm in the old days, man, boy, Adam, I can't the enemy. A fun, and I'm named Boff and Kakwago.
Amen.
Umano, Abajaco audio. Unga vote on Anangatie. Iki me, I mean, go on, in front of me for a back a party when it was support. Now, I guess on a foot. I go other parties, it's no mono. Mono, I was too young, you know. I was saying, oh,
Amen.
Talk about it. Even young, I was here and I came. Funny back who's from the market. If you're song it, I mean, what I was so that I know, and I'm whatever young, if I need then, in young came, I was saying,
Amen. Thank you very much. Our best years are still ahead. To end this officially, we would take the national anthem, please. Thank you, Your Excellency. Please, let's remember our Thanksgiving service tomorrow at the Apostolic Church. Our Thanksgiving service tomorrow at the Apostolic Church, Ibom, the Uyo Field headquarters. Please, the time for the service is 12 noon. Thank you.